Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic time. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Of course, my name is Nightshade. And up in the top right-hand corner here on Habitation Station, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than IvD Gaming's Ruff. And he's got his hands full today because up in the top left-hand corner of the map, by viewer request, if you're wondering, we're actually casting this live as well. But up in the top left-hand corner, ladies and gentlemen, formerly from Evil Geniuses, now currently teamless, and I think he's actually happier that way. He's got himself some sponsors and such lined up. But ladies and gentlemen, is none other than the Kraken. It is Idra. So this ought to be pretty good. TvZ, both Grandmasters. Ruff, obviously, quite good. He's been around the block a couple times. Unorthodox strategies, lots of fun, interesting tactics. Idra, bad-mannered person of his own. He's played in the GSL. He's played in Korea. He's really freaking good. Yeah, he's got a good attitude, bad attitude, whatever you want to call it. I met him in person. He's actually a really nice guy. Check him out. But yeah, what can we expect out of him? Not sure. Overlord is going to head on over here. This is the correct scouting procedure if you're going to plan on throwing down a hatch fairly soon. Drone is going to head on out towards the third. Idra, are you going to go hatch first? Oh, no. He's just going to scout. Ah, I know what he's doing. Okay, so he's doing the usual scouts for Ruff's kind of build. Ruff likes to do a lot of proxy stuff, especially in the early game. So he's just doing the usual scans, check to see whether or not Ruff is going to take any of those little crazy spots that he likes to do. Now, an Overlord is going to scout all the way on over here towards Ruff's base, so we'll see where this is going to wind up. He has taken himself a gas. Of course, he is going to expand on out. This is fairly normal for him. So what we can expect is a factory. It'll be a supply depot, then a factory, then a reactor on the barracks, likely. Judging, yeah, it's going to be that build order. So that's what's going to switch up. Man, it's a pretty close window, actually, how this works out. You'll watch the timings on it. It's really fun to watch. Like, he can bang this thing off really quickly. But he uses the factory as well as the barracks to shut down any kind of scouts in the early game, but also gives him really forward control of his natural as well, because he gives him these huge, heavy-hitting structures up front. So there is the factory. And we can expect a reactor to go down on this barracks just a little bit. We'll come back to that in a second here. Idra, on the other hand, does have himself... we'll just see whether or not... Oh, that is like that's like having epilepsy and going to a strobe light convention. That's something I'm never going to do again. Yeah, don't ever click on Ruff. If you're ever wondering, Ruff changes his views really quickly. It's one of his things that he does. That's how I kind of know with him. Like if we go to Idra's view, Idra is going to change. This is Idra's camera angle as well. So he doesn't really change much, or I don't think he does. All right, there we go. You can see he does a lot of scroll action. He'll move around and stuff like that. Now, Ruff, if you're ever wondering, you got one of his replays, you can't tell if it's a Smurf account or not, whatever the case may be, he's using it on his barcode. He's really all over the place, and what he does a lot of double tapping. So he'll set up his structures, but then he hot taps between his units. So he sets up his keys, and then it'll just bounce back and forth between his structures and such like that. And you can see him now, he's starting to do that, and he'll go back and then back over to here and then back over to something else. You get the idea. But in the early game, you can actually watch him. It's like he'll go from 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. It drives you insane. But Idra is going to expand on out, gets it up. A little bit of harass there, no big deal. Gets shut down pretty quickly. Ruff without his patented, his shenanigans at the beginning of the game, not getting a bunker down, none of that stuff. Now there is a couple of lings on the map. Hellions are going to say no, you're not going to do anything. Well, Ling speed's going to be a little bit of ways. It did get down, well, it got down on time. This is a really standard opener, pool, hatch, gas, nothing out of the ordinary. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a Baneling nest in the near future to try and break this down. But he knows that there are Hellions on the map, so that's kind of a foolhardy choice to do. Until he can control the map, sending Banes out is pretty much a giveaway to those. So we'll keep an eye peeled. Of course, Ruff is going to expand on out here as well. And yeah, we'll see where this is going to go. There's, of course, this Overlord is going to take the slow path across the bottom of the map. Queens are on the ramp. Unfortunately, the Hellions are going to get all the way on in. There are some Lings with speed here to try and handle this, but there are 4 Hellions now. I want to stand corrected, 3 Hellions. Queen's doing a lot of damage here, but unfortunately off creep, they're not going to be able to catch on up. Lings are trying to corner these units here. Going to not be able to do that. Hellions are going to kill off a good number of them, but unfortunately losing 2 in the process here. One more Hellion, and it looks like it's about to fall. No, it does survive, and now starting to work away on the workers here as they're trying to get on through. One more Hellion is going to fall, just leaving the one left. Now, lots of good scouting information was obtained in that attack there. And so it is going to get followed up. There's going to be Widow Mines heading on over here. Maybe see if you can catch himself a drone if it tries to expand. Likewise with over here. This is a very wise decision. At the 7-minute mark, he's sending out 2 Widow Mines. This is going to limit expansions by a great deal, but also will force Idra to switch over to Lair Tech if he wants to try to get some detection out in order to be able to expand on down to those. Queens are going to be parked onto the map here as well. So again, Idra not playing poorly at all. He's actually been able to manage this very, very well. Workers lost. He's only lost 3 so far in this game, which is a bit of a great thing for Ruff, because right now, worker supply is about 38 to 29 in the favor of Idra. Idra is going to grab a Spire, which is located in his natural, just as you saw there. Ruff on the other side of the coin. What do we got? Bunker up front. Like it. All right, Barracks. Love that. Factory. Widow Mines. Even better. Overlord. Free food. Just saying. It's dead. It'll just be dead very soon. You just wait for the Marines to walk on over and kill it. Oh, he has no Marines. Not going to pull them into the bunker. I stand corrected. You're not free food. You might actually survive. Just saying. Factory again going down. So it's going to be mech-based play. Mech versus... Ooh. All right, here we go. So a lot of Lings are going to get wrecked. And, yep, just like I was saying. Widow Mine gets a lot of shots off. But the big one is that the command center has gone down here. So Ruff has taken his third. Idra will not be able to do the same. This Widow Mine has not gotten a kill yet. This one has not got a kill yet either. Scantipede's in the way. But this is going to be huge for him. He's actually got the Planetary Fortress already up and on it. He's starting to crank out SCVs as well. I should point out he's not pulling workers. Oh, I stand corrected. He is pulling workers from elsewhere. Let's get that down there. There we go. And I'm just going to do a quick adjustment on the mouse here because it's driving me absolutely bonkers. There we go. And SCVs are going to work their way across the map as well. Overlord placement pretty key. It's going to be able to keep an eye out for drops as we do take a look. He does not know about the turret just quite yet. Better not move out, but the turret is going to find out about these mutas the hard way. Is he going to actually send it down? Yeah, he is going to do that. Do the turrets finish up in time? He's actually surrounding the one turret, trying to finish it up. It does get shots off. Widow Mine getting a really nice shot off onto those mutas. They are going to fall. Well, a couple of them are going to fall. Well, no, wait, stand corrected. What? Okay, let's review this really, really quickly here, guys and girls. Okay, Widow Mine does have a kill on it. And the other drone is about to die, I think. And yeah, so I don't know why Idra actually left this game, to be perfectly honest with you. Hellions are going to push their way across the map here. As you can actually see, Idra was playing on after this, Ruff was playing on after this game just to do a quick scout and see what's going on. Then he leaves the game. There we go. Well, anyway, check us out. Ruff at IvDgaming.com and IvDgaming.tv. Of course, victorious. Idra just taps out and gets out. Don't worry, bro. We got you covered. And we'll see you guys next time.